Okay, so I can't remember exactly, and I'm going to do that again because I don't trust this thing. Okay, so I can't exactly remember where I went off camera because it's been actually quite a bit of time, more time than I thought. I thought it'd be 30 seconds. I'd upload the last video, get back on. This computer is honestly insufferable to do this. You need way more CPU, graphics card, whatever it is, computer jargon to get this stuff move going. YouTube, Twitch, whatever. This computer's not going to cut it. As much as I wish it could, it's not. Um, so I just want to wrap up the video with a couple things. Obviously, we have to invest some money in getting this thing off the ground, this canceled Kenny thing. So we showed that Excel, right? We can go back there. God willing, this thing does not crash. Here's our rough budget. We're definitely going to need some kind of computers, and then we're going to need all this stuff, which I think we have from the past, and then external hard drive. And yeah, judge me if I have it and you don't. Oh, wow, you're so privileged. You have all that stuff. I get it, borrow it. Being an entrepreneur, at least back in the day, it wasn't about whether somebody was privileged or not. It's like, can you get it? Can you scheme somebody into buying it for you? Can you get somebody to help you buy it? Can you borrow it from a friend? Like, just be resourceful. So cancel me if you want. Like I said, canceled Kenny. So no big deal. But honestly, like, this is how this whole thing goes, is play the cards you have. So I'm playing the cards I have. And speaking of playing the cards I have, I think I said before our break or interruption, whatever you want to call this thing, with this computer just not working for recording, streaming, whatever. I'm also listed on Upwork, which is a freelancer site to make money. I used to be at 150. I'm now at 250 thanks to inflation and everything that's happened over the last 3 years. And we're in 2023. I play. Should I block this? I don't know. Probably doesn't matter. But anyway, I play my cards. I talk about everything I've done. I definitely beef stuff up. I think everybody should beef stuff up on your resume, on your profiles, whatever. But it should be within a truthful, reasonable statement. I've done everything on here, but how it sounds is equally as important as what I've done. And for those of you that are naive, you're going to say, "Oh, well, that's not fair." For those of you that are like thinking the right way, you're going to be like, "Oh, yeah, it makes sense. I've done this. I climbed this small mountain physically, but I'm going to tell people that I climbed Colorado's third highest mountain. May not be the biggest mountain in the world, but Colorado's third highest mountain sounds a heck of a lot better than the 165th smallest mountain in the world." Right? I'm just making this up. I'm not saying that's the case. But like, think about the way you guys present yourselves. Like, that's way more important than people today account for. And how you present yourself, the first impression, is extremely important. And this isn't perfect. I got to work on this. But in any case, you can see here I've made 70K lifetime transparency. That's since like 2017, 18. But I haven't been on the platform in 2 to 3 years. So do the math, figure out how much I made per year with maybe 6 to 10 hours ish per week on average in that whole time period. I have no idea. But in any case, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I couldn't pull up this part. Yeah, it's not going to let me bring it up. But somebody offered, a private equity firm offered to hire me for this rate for some sales and marketing stuff for fun that they're doing. So I'm wondering if that is the second thing we need to add to this book, which is we have, great, I can move that. Budget. Oh. Initial expenses, eventually. And let's just make a quick income sheet. Income. Oh, you know what? Let's do revenue because we're going to confuse the MBAs and other folks. This is just going to be a revenue sheet, how much money we're bringing in. So revenue, canceled Kenny project. And we're going to put YouTube, nada, Twitch. Can't see because that thing is there. Nada, Kick, nada. And let's go ahead and put Upwork here. And we're going to put jump rate hours billed total earned and date. I don't know, we're gonna have to revise that, but this job is a real estate PE firm. It would be 250 hours billed questionable, total earned questionable. Let's make this out right. And make that questionable. Okay, so we're getting a little bit more robust here on how we're going to build this business, but we still have absolutely no idea. You know what? I should build a countdown or a clock. I can always reference the first video, but I know we want to try and do this in like 12 to 18 months, so that would be cool if we have a countdown clock figuring out where our monthly run rate is after a certain period of time. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. Anyway, we will go through hopefully this in the near future. If this turns into something, we'll go into it in more detail. If it doesn't, we'll probably just mark it as a missed lead. But let's go ahead and save this. What do we want to save this as? Let's do canceled Kenny rough piano. The character save. And let's put it on this PC. Where the heck is the desktop? Oh, browse. There we go. Save. Okay. So we'll save that for tonight. Close that. Oh, by the way, by the time you see this, you won't be able to do it, so I don't care. But I have to buy the domain Canceled Kenny tonight. Again, this computer doesn't load, but I'm going to get it. And that will be the home page for all things Canceled Kenny. So I'm lucky I picked that name because I figured nobody would have it. But I've been doing internet stuff long enough to know what would and wouldn't work and what would be picked and wouldn't be picked. If you guys are considering running or starting or opening a business or an online profile or channel, if you're going to name yourself a handle, check something about that handle in some domain search because you're probably going to want the domain. You can do cheats like I am Canceled Kenny or canceledkennyonline.com or canceledkennyyoutube.com. Like you can find ways around it, but if you can get your name or your handle or whatever.com, that's a huge plus. And you know what? This is actually exactly why I want to do the podcast because I want to bring my friend James on here, business partner of mine who is so good at marketing that can probably tell you why that's important with buzzwords such as SEO and other things like what do you call this? Inbound marketing, why it's important to have a really good domain. But yeah, so you know what? Before I log off, hold on. Let's go back here. Content. Definitely want to put the podcast on here. Canceled Kenny Business Podcast. Interview business personalities that can help the community. Okay. Let's do that. That could be fun. Margin center. Wrap text. Cool. And we are 20th. Okay, so, and this I 100% want to do. In fact, I have I think I've showed this before, but I want to get this going ASAP, this course. I think the course could be huge. I think this could bring in, you know what, let me add notes here. I think this could go for about 500 per course. Include downloadables. 30-minute included consulting session and some kind of ebook or alternative. Yeah. Okay, so let's make that a little bigger. Yeah, I think these are, or this is rather a good start. Consulting, yep, we've got this going. Okay, so we did talk about Greenfield and Upwork. There's yeah. Car washes. Miscellaneous stuff, I'll get into that in future episodes, but for now, I think we have a pretty decent start to the channel. This has been pretty fun. Oh, I have that here, okay. That's my fault. Okay. Anyway, let's save this. File, save. Okay. Cool, we're good there. Anyway, I think this is a good start. I'm going to buy this tonight after I log off with you folks. So you can't scam me into buying it and then charging me more for it, which is another way that I've seen people online make money, which is kind of annoying, but that's how life goes. But in any case, good start. I'm going to figure out a whole bunch of things, how to edit these episodes, how to live stream, how to do this on a better computer. And let's not forget, we are going to work on this fixed budget of 10K and see how we can build this. And as we increase our revenue, our income, our budget is going to increase. And then we're going to find some kind of break-even analysis and go from there. But for now, guys, thank you. I think we finally got through this whole thing, even with all these digital interruptions. And I will see you guys soon on the next one. Maybe with some of these new devices, maybe not. We might still be working with this current computer. And that's okay. That's what entrepreneurship is all about. We are going to make the moves that we can make them and grow. And guys, I'm having fun. Thank you. Seriously, thank you for tuning in. You guys are awesome. And God bless you guys. And see you on the next one. Take care.